never kick the bucket and I die before I reach home. If I leave this place and go home, my soul will rise. My soul will rise.
Alright, forgive me. I've been trying my best to get these videos up on YouTube. Did one almost a year now, you know, and I have not done any, you know, since. My apologies, you know. But the thing about it is, I always wanted to do it. Have been thinking about it, praying about it, and you know, finally here goes. I have to give you my testimony now. So let's just get straight into the video. I was not born in a Christian family, right? My family were not Christians. Thing about it is, I used to always go to church with friends of my family, right? So even when I was small, I know of God, I know of Christ, and you know, in my family there will be talk of the Bible, talk of God and stuff like that from time to time. So I grew up with the awareness of Christ. The thing about it is that I always knew in my heart that I wanted to be a Christian. I should be a Christian. I have to be a Christian. There's always this desire in my heart, and I always grew up with that. You know, I always remember also, you know, hearing from my family that no matter what, whenever you are in trouble, you always call on God, always call on Jesus Christ. And I always grew knowing that, you know, I've always heard my family say that whenever you lose hope, or whenever you need anything, whenever the doctors cannot help you, for example, you always call on Christ. You know, whenever you're seeking help from the doctors and they tell you that, hey, you're in perfect health, hey, we can't help you, hey, we do not know what's going on with you, then it's time to move to Christ. Then it's time to get spiritual help. And when seeking spiritual help, you can either go to God through Jesus Christ, through the Holy Spirit, or you can go to the devil. You can go to people who are into witchcraft, who could claim to heal you, you know, but you wouldn't get permanent healing when you go to the witch doctor or whoever it is that can try and break these spells, right? The only true way to break spells is through Jesus Christ. I have given my life to the Lord in the past, a number of occasions, you know. When I was younger, right, I used to experience laying in bed at night and I would wake up with something on top of me, something, you know, like holding me down. My tongue is heavy, I'm trying to scream for help and I just couldn't. You know, I've had many experiences with me wrestling with these things, you know, so I always kept that in mind. So moving forward, there was this one particular time, you know, I can recall, I think it's probably one of the worst experiences I had in my entire life when it comes to witchcraft. It's one of the worst, maybe not the worst, but it was one of the worst. I think it was then I came to know that my soul was real, my soul had a life, right? I was dating this particular young lady and I decided to leave the relationship, right? The night that I told her I would be leaving the relationship, that I don't want to do this anymore, as I was about to leave, I touched her hands, and from the minute I touched her hands, my fingers started like burning. I had this tingling sensation in my hands, you know, and I felt this pain move from my left hand all the way up into my body. So I was asking that particular young lady, I said, why am I feeling like this? What happened? And she told me actually that her mom gave her some portion to rub her skin with, you know, and she laughed at it as if it was a joke, but trust me, it was witchcraft, right? Because her mom wanted me to stay with her, the mother actually, she did that. But it was good I was aware, and within that period of time, what I experienced, within that period of time, I used to experience, you know, I felt creatures walking on me like spiders and all sort of thing. Yeah, I was kind of like going insane when I felt the things walking on me. I used to dust and, you know, drive them off. Even before that, I had a dream where the Lord showed me the things that were upon me. I saw myself in a dream in a house with all different sort of insects just like falling on me, and I was dusting like a crazy person just trying to get them off of me. So I know what was about to happen in that whole era. I remember also that that particular young lady had given me a card with her perfume. She had put her perfume on it, and that whenever I smelled, she told me to smell the perfume. I always remember her. And that particular perfume that she gave me when I started experiencing what my mom had done to me, it's like at a certain point in time in the day, it used to be somewhere around like 4 p.m., between 4 and 5 p.m. That's when the mother came from work and the mother would go to the witchcraft place. I used to always smell that particular perfume that a young lady gave me. I used to always feel like someone is like fanning or blowing the fragrance in my direction, you know, whenever they're casting the spell, trying to do whatever it is that they would, you know, be trying to accomplish. Nevertheless, I had a friend who knew how to deal with these things, and that person had helped me get over it. Yeah, thank God that I had known this person at this particular point in time. Yeah, as I was saying, that particular experience made me know that the soul is real, because you see, my soul was weakened by that, you know, particular experience. Whatever it is that they were doing, my soul, it was like a battle, you know, between good and evil. Like my soul was battered. I felt weak coming out of that whole experience, to the point where I couldn't watch, you know, movies with killing and blood and stuff like that. Like it's like my soul had to, you know, regain strength. So it took a few months. It took a few months for my soul to recover. It could be a few months. It could have been a few months there. Yeah, it took a while, right? But I got over it. Moving on. What can I say? That era came. That era ended. Well, let me see. What was my next spiritual encounter? I had a nice job, a really nice job. You know, I used to work on commission. I used to get paid, make a lot of money. And in the workplace, I experienced witchcraft there, where this particular co-worker was using witchcraft to harm me, to the point where what had happened is that I used to experience things, you know, things attacking the body, like sickness. I remember I used to feel like I had some things pressing my ears, like somebody took two sharp objects and they were pushing it into my ears, and I always had a constant pain in my ear. Like my ear was making like mucus, like pus or whatever it is, because of what they were doing to my ears. So I remember going to the ENT specialist, who told me I was in perfect health, nothing was wrong with my ear. I said, hey, here's what, I need to get a proper scan, get it checked out. So I went, I did the scan. I can't remember whatever scan, CAT scan, whatever the scan is, but I did a scan where they put me through this machine just to test to see what's happening in my ear. They were doing stuff to my throat. My throat was, I had pain in my throat, etc., great discomfort in my throat. You know, sometimes I felt like there was this thing like a ring going around my throat that hindered the way I spoke. At one time I was like losing my voice, right? I think somewhere on my YouTube page I have a list of the things that they were doing to me. But you know, it was a lot.